One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a...
He's going for the goal line. And the catch and run. And looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Tackled on the play.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle. It's good.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll try to run for it. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Makes the catch at the 35. That's a perfect example of not... Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass on second down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Pulls and fires complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this up.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense is just
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Makes the grab right down the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's good. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Gain of 25 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. On second and goal, he carries again. Touchdown, Texas State. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times?
Into the end zone he goes. And the Bobcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's good. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Bobcats will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. And the Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Hold on.
Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Bobcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. A little release to the back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bobcats. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a